My name's Tom Ingram. I drive for Toyota Gazoo Racing UK with Ginsters in the British Touring Car Championship. I've been involved in motorsport all of my life. I started when I was 5 years old in go-karts, and it's been a passion of mine that eventually turned into a career. And it's kind of taken me through various ranks from karting into Ginetta Juniors, through Ginetta Juniors into the bigger Ginettas, and eventually into touring cars. So my life has been around cars and anything with an engine since pretty much since I could walk. So my first ever race was at a circuit called Bayford Meadows, which is down in Sittingbourne in Kent, and it was in a Honda Cadet, and that was my very first race, and I actually finished fourth on my first ever race out of a grid of about 26. So I remember it was about 2 days after my 8th birthday, which is when you can start karting, and I went straight into it and have loved it ever since. So I first started driving with Speedworks back in 2014 in the British Touring Car Championship. I've had 7 years. It's been I've been driving with these guys now and absolutely love it. And it's great to see where we all started. I remember my first race meeting at Brands Hatch. I think I qualified 7th. And it was such an awesome experience for me because touring cars was what I always wanted to do. And year on year we've improved. We've had different cars over the years. We've had the Toyota Avensis. We had 2 different shells of that, and then with the Corolla as well. So we've had 3, different shells over the years, and every year we're just nibbling away, and we are still a very small team, despite the Toyota Gazoo factory support. We are still quite a small team, and year on year we seem to improve and get better and better, and yeah, absolutely love it. So we've won the Drivers' Independence Championship twice and the Teams Independent Championship twice, in 2017 and in 2018, and that was a really, really cool moment because that felt like a real huge achievement for us, and we narrowly missed out on the championship back in 2018. Btcc has been my goal, since that first time I sat in a go-kart when I was 5 years old. So really my focus has always been on Btcc. I've had various opportunities over the years to drive different things, from GT cars to historics to prototype to all sorts of stuff, and relish every opportunity because I love driving. Driving for me is as much as it is my job, it's a huge passion of mine as well, and I've been very lucky to have done that. Would I consider a full-time switch? No, I don't think I would. I think touring cars for me commercially works fantastically well. I love it, and until I've won it, I don't want to be looking anywhere else. Being a single car entry into an enormously competitive championship is hard work because the development that goes into the cars is massive. Every winter the cars have a full strip back, as they do in between each weekend, and every single part is analysed to see how we can make each part better, and that comes down to working with our partners like Motul to get the very best performance out of every area. So especially when you're a one-car team, it's so important to be working with the right people to help you and to assist you with that. So every time you hit the circuit, you're getting valuable data and you're getting the very, very most out of every session, out of every lap. So what I love most about working with Motul is it's down to performance. As a partner, yes, the financial side that everyone receives is fantastic, but the real key thing for me and the exciting part for me is that it adds performance to the car, and I think that is what I love is you pour it in and we go faster, and it's that sort of success that I love. My most memorable race in the Btcc, that's a really tough question. I'd probably have to say my very first podium that we ever got, and that was back in 2015, racing against Jason Plato, and that was quite a big moment for me, obviously growing up watching Jason, and Jason played quite a big part in my career and getting me to touring cars as well. So that was a really special moment for me to race against somebody like Jason. It's still only my 2nd year of Btcc action, and a proper door handle to door handle, mirrors being folded in, panels being bashed, but hard touring car racing. That for me was probably my most memorable and probably one of my proudest moments that I've had, even in motorsport in general, because it was the kind of combination of years of hard work, years of sacrifices, and years of hopes and prayers to one day get there and to then achieve it. It was like a big, thank goodness we finally got it. So that was a really, really amazing moment. First race win, first podiums, first independent championship. I've got loads and loads and loads, but that probably sticks out most for me. I actually got out the car And I was on the radio on that in lap. I was on the radio all the way round, just like shouting and screaming. I was in tears, and I got out the car and nearly passed out. It was just that much adrenaline and that much like energy inside of you, like all just wanting to come out. It was such an amazing moment. It really was.